One of the questions that I had this week was, how do I run comps? And I use Propstream. I use Propstream on almost a daily basis. Anytime where I'm buying a property in an area where I'm not necessarily familiar with it, if we don't buy there frequently, then I am doing all of the research that I can on this property. And previously, before I got familiar or acquainted with Propstream, I would do all of this research myself by going to the clerk of courts, the auditor's websites. Then I would go on Zillow, Realtor.com, and figure out, just like do a loose version of a comp report. And with PropStream, I'm able to knock out all of the things that I used to do on that on all the different websites with just PropStream. So that's really allowed me to streamline my research type process. So I would highly recommend, if you ever want to know what properties are selling for in the area, if you want to know who the property is owned, how many properties the people that own that one that you're interested in own, PropStream makes all this extraordinarily easy. I've got an affiliate link. It's in the description. I'd highly recommend that you check that out if you have any aspirations of being able to do your own research and have a serious amount of data at the tip of your fingers. It's a pretty easy process. If you type in the address of the property that you're interested in, you will see that there's a tab that says comparable sales. And then what I really appreciate about PropStream is it lets you unselect all of the properties in the area. You can put in the criteria, whether it's the number of bedrooms or bathrooms or square footage, whatever information you want to use to pull those comps. It will give you all of the properties in the area that have recently sold inside the parameters that you input. You can unselect those, and it'll have links to the MLS listing or the photos directly in there, and you'll be able to see pictures of that property. And what that really allows you to do is dial in based on the condition of the property. So what I normally do is I unselect all the properties, and I will go through and individually add those. I will obviously not include the ones that were sold to investors or foreclosed on or anything like that. I would only highlight and include in the comp report the properties that are in similar condition to the property that we're working on. That allows me to get a extraordinarily educated opinion very quickly. So then I know that, if I plan on making a property top of the line and I only select properties that are in, perfect shape and sold for full retail price, now I have a very solid ARV. And if you've watched this channel for any length of time, I think the appropriate formula to purchase a property is 75% of the after repair value minus any of the necessary repairs. So as soon as I know what similar properties that are in the best of all possible conditions, once I know what that number is, I've got an ARV. So I can take 75% of that number very quickly. Let's say it's 100,000, then I'm going to dial that number back to 75,000. So if that property was perfect, absolutely perfect, if nothing needed to be done, the most that I would be willing to pay for it is $75,000. Now, if it needs nothing with the proper marketing, there are plenty of people that would likely buy it for 100,000. However, in the event that they can't find anyone to, I'm here very happily to buy that property from them for 75,000. If that property is not perfect, let's say it needs a new roof, that's all it needs, and that roof is going to cost $5,000, maybe $6,000. Well, now the most that I would be willing to pay for that property is 70,000 or 69,000. And you just keep doing that for any of the repairs that you're thinking about making or that you think the property needs in order to get it fully up to your standards. It's a very, very fast formula. Once you get into the groove of this, you can do it very quickly. And PropStream has saved me at this point probably thousands of hours of research as we are looking at properties. Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.